and investors. So you have any ideas, please come see us, as the We Observatory. Well, now we'll turn to business and community-based innovation. Effat is going to present, we'll start with the video first.
You want to start with the video?
Yeah, let's start with the video.
Okay. to wake up people, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay.
It's a good introduction to your project.
Take a look at the world around you. Distances are shrinking. Life has gotten much easier. And knowledge has become limitless. And the password to all of this is ICT, Information and Communication Technologies, which has given humanity endless possibilities and which no country could have a future without. Our story started in 2002, when MCIT and the UNDP established the ICT Trust Fund with the purpose of harnessing the power of ICT in helping Egyptians reach sustainable development in all the different aspects of their lives. The very beginning started off by laying the foundation for our projects through developing the technological infrastructure and by raising public awareness of how much ICT can impact their lives. To do so, we depended on a vast network of civil society organizations and telecenters with vast geographical reach in both urban and rural areas. And so, we were successful in reaching many places. The first and most important step in our success was building knowledge communities, using and marketing local knowledge in achieving economic development and improving standards of living. This would not have been made possible without the multi-stakeholder partnership with governmental entities, civil society, and specialized experts. Knowledge and information were transformed into best practices that societal forces shaped themselves. The most prominent example being the farmer who could now find agricultural information and expert systems online or on his mobile to help him in solving any problems he could face and to help him increase his agricultural yield. In the past, an Egyptian youth dreamed of a stable governmental job as the best option he could hope to attain. Now, after training with us, he was successful in creating his own dream job, one that could take him to the future he wishes to have. As for micro-enterprises, we were able to improve their competitive abilities by placing ICT tools at their disposal, thus developing their projects and increasing their incomes. Persons with disabilities received very special attention, and so we developed their schools and educational curriculum to successfully enable their inclusion within the community. With them as partners in our projects, we built a knowledge and educational community for them on the eRada portal. But we didn't stop there. We took all the experiences and success we built and used them to achieve our new target, comprehensive development for remote and marginalized areas. And since we always design our projects based on actual community needs, along with preserving the indigenous cultures we encountered, we were successful in linking our tools and services to their needs, such as those of the Siwa Oasis. We created for Siwan women an innovative method for illiteracy eradication and ICT training, the Tabletar. We also succeeded in developing their handcrafted products and marketing those products electronically to Egypt and all over the world. We emulated and developed our C1 success story in Nuba by offering telemedicine solution. We also worked on improving educational services for both students and teachers. Not only that, but we also helped in supporting women empowerment and in raising families' standard of living. In doing so, we offered a complete developmental circle, achieving economic and societal development for Egyptian families. And we will not stop there. We will keep reaching more secluded and unreachable regions of our nation. Our cooperation started expanding regionally. We reached Sudan, and we succeeded in creating the first online agricultural network for the country. And we will keep expanding our horizons until we lend a helping hand to our neighboring African countries. We owe all of this success to many partners who have helped us to be where we are now, and this success was crowned by receiving many regional and international awards. Our projects and ideas are boundless, and our eyes are always fixed on a better tomorrow for all Egyptians and for the coming generations.
Okay, so after seeing the video, I don't think I have to speak a lot. The video has said everything, yeah. But I would like to share with you some of the basic information that I had prepared for my presentation today. I will not go through all this, but I will pick some information that we would really like to share. I am coming from a very different part of the world that I feel that there is a big difference between the basics of the countries themselves. So we in Egypt, as you see, we are a nation of 90 million population. 50% of the 90 million are youth, and 50% of the 90 million are women. We have lots of challenges that we are facing, like many of the developing countries. We have unemployment rate that is quite high. We have poverty that is quite high as well. And we are doing our best now to work with the grassroots. In other words, we are trying to reach the disadvantaged areas with a very special focus on women, because we have a strong belief that if we're talking of rural development or rural communities, we have to watch out with the women, because they are the base for building the families and building their own communities. We believe that there are lots of opportunities that already exist in the rural areas and in the villages and in these communities, but people are not aware of that. They are not aware that they do have assets that they are not utilizing. So in our direction, we are seriously focusing not only on business development or on entrepreneurship, we are focusing on social entrepreneurship. And the reason behind that is that when you're talking of development, you have to look for the impact on the communities themselves. So money and profit is not all about the whole story. It's more of the impact on development and how far the communities can really grow. So we have been trying to initiate lots of projects that would be owned by the youth and owned by the communities themselves. So it would be the ownership in the villages themselves. And we have succeeded in initiating a number of them. And what you see in front of you are just the icons of many of these. These are either NGOs or companies, startup companies, or networks. So they are all accessible through the website, which you can easily access all of them through the website. Each of them has got its own website, and they are building their own communities, and they are implementing projects at the village level, and not only in the cities and not in the countries. As you see, they are tackling agriculture areas, they are tackling health areas, tackling education, and there's a lot of activities that have proven that they really have an impact on. As you see, there are quite many. But maybe what I would like to highlight is an initiative that we, as the Women Business Development Center, have launched last year. And this initiative is a knowledge innovation and social entrepreneurship initiative. And as you see, the whole idea here is not technology innovation. It is more of knowledge innovation. And what we mean by that, we mean that we figured out that women in rural areas, they are not in need of technology. They are in need of knowledge. So the question is, how can we improve their knowledge about their own problems and challenges that they are living. We have had, as what you have seen, the video you have seen, has been developed for a number of projects that have been implemented by what is called Egypt ICT Trust Fund. And that is a joint project that the government of Egypt had put into place jointly with the UNDP to support community and rural development in using ICT. So it has been implementing a number of projects that you have seen. On the other side, we care very much on learning from other countries' experiences. So we know, we have investigated, and we figured out that there are, in developing countries, there are experiences in countries that are very much coinciding with the same environment we are facing in Egypt. So we are trying to learn from each other, and we are encouraging what is called the South-South cooperation among the developing countries in relation to specific applications. What was really good is that now the UNDP is establishing what is called South-South Cooperation Academy. It is going to be placed inside Egypt so that it would encourage this kind of cooperation for development. As you see here, one of the main targets I am here in this conference is that we in Egypt, we have the Finnish embassy, of course, and the Finnish embassy coincidentally, and very coincidentally, have been launching a call for proposals for community development in Egypt. So we are preparing a proposal to submit to that fund that is being placed for Egypt for community development. In that fund, in that project, we are focusing on waste recycling as one of the major challenges that communities are facing. And we already have Egyptian NGOs who are partnering with us from the Egyptian side to put the waste recycling management and to put the ICT together in building what is called the living labs, as you might have heard of, having living labs for waste, for community waste recycling as a pilot project that we can be implementing. So we are inviting any of the Finnish agencies who are interested to collaborate with us on that project. We would be more than happy if you just communicate with me or give me the contact, I would be more than happy to communicate with. And thank you very much.